Alright, what's up guys, this is Spooky, and this is a short video checking out Resident Evil Village on iPad 15. I had the good fortune to check out a special Capcom closed event, and it was featuring a few different games that you could try out, all Tokyo Game Show demos, so thank you very much Capcom for that. One of the games I got to try was this one, RE Village. I also got to try a little bit of Aki in Street Fighter 6. I got to try the latest Apollo Justice trilogy, which is a part of the Phoenix Wright series from Shu Takumi, and I got to check out one more title, which I can't tell you about just yet, but look forward to news on that one in a couple of days, and I think it's another one that you'll be very excited about. Now, this is the video that I chose to put up first because this was the thing that actually I found the most interesting here. So we have RE Village, it's on iPad. This is specifically on the iPad 15, the newest hardware. You can hook up via Bluetooth and use your pad just like I showed, and pretty much you can play through it. One of the nice things is that this newest model of iPad and iPhone also feature USB-C, which you guys may be familiar with. So if you pick it up, you can take advantage of that USB-C to output to your television or output anywhere else that you want to. You can also use some USB-C devices as input if you want to play that way, alongside using your Bluetooth headphones or whatever else you like to use. So it really adds to the customability, and you don't have to worry about that whole lightning connector thing that we had in the past. You pretty much can take advantage of the full features of the great USB-C spec. Now, talking about this game itself, graphically, I gotta say that I'm extremely impressed, okay? The Reach for the Moon engine, we already know it's been very ridiculous. We've seen the performance that it has on Nintendo Switch with Monster Hunter Rise and some other titles as well. We've seen the great things that it does for Street Fighter 6 with the smooth netcode and the smooth offline gameplay. We've seen many things with it. Monster Hunter, all the PC games, the Resident Evil PC games, all as well. As long as you're setting everything up the right way, pretty much you're guaranteeing yourself at all times a minimum frame rate thanks to the smoothness that's built into this engine. It makes me think a little bit of what Nvidia does with their DLSS technology. Of course, I'm sure that in practice the way it works is much different, but it's still great to really see all the things that you can do with it. Now, I did mention that this game graphically looks very impressive. It also feels very smooth. Sometimes I find that with these portable ports, especially of these AAA titles, there's a little bit of like an extra latency to it or something to it that just makes it not as snappy as the original version. It's quite the opposite with this. You see that it's got a smooth, what looks like a 60 FPS frame rate. You look at the cool snow effects going around the background, and the texturing still looks very top notch, considering that we're talking about a platform that clearly is nowhere near as powerful as what you might find in your modern PC or your PS5. So having said that, this is really a great port. If you've never played the Resident Evil series, which is kind of crazy to me, but just in case you haven't, this is a series that's it's a survival horror, zombie series, and the idea is that there's this evil group that created basically a virus that zombifies people, and you're out to put a stop to them, save your loved ones, and protect the world potentially in the end. It's a lot of fun, a really great puzzler, and also survivor horror gameplay. As I said, if you've never tried it for some reason, then I really implore you to give the Resident Evil series a try, especially the newer ones, which thanks to the Reach for the Moon engine, they're really updated, high fidelity graphics, great music and sound, and just really enjoyable to play through. Now, this Resident Evil Village port also gets me really excited for the idea of some of the other Reach for the Moon engines getting ported to portable. And what I mean by that is maybe we could see like Monster Hunter on portable. That probably wouldn't be too bad because we know that they put it on PC recently. So MH Rise on iPad, that sounds fun. Of course, I'm going to say Street Fighter 6, right away, which also uses this engine. I don't know that it would have a huge player base on this platform, but it would be pretty cool to, hey, I'm carrying my iPad around. Let me practice some combos. Pull out your pad or something like that and go that route and just start playing. I think that would be great. And of course, naturally, the lowest hanging fruit would be that if this is successful and all you new iPad carriers pick up this game, then the possibility of some of the other Resident Evil titles getting ported, like RE4, the RE2 that came out a while back, all those getting ported would be great. Here you can finally see with the bricks there a little bit of the difference in the texturing. I would say if I had to put a stamp on where this is graphically, I probably would put this somewhere between like PS3 and PS4, like PS 3.5 level of graphics. But thanks to these new engines, you see how they really can juice out of lower end hardware. And it's funny to say that about the iPad and say lower end, but you know what I mean. As far as comparing this to like a PlayStation 5 or a PC and seeing how phenomenal this looks, it really bodes well for gaming on these portable platforms, on iPad especially, and it bodes well for some of the future of the Reach for the Moon engine. Lord knows what we're going to see on iPad or Android years from now, thanks to how effective this looks. Anyway, guys, all you Resident Evil lovers out there that love to speedrun this series, I hope that you guys will be excited for this, as whether it's a practice platform or even as a main platform for fun. And I hope that you guys will let me know what you think. What do you think about Resident Evil Village being on iPad, or what do you think about the new iPad 15 hardware, the USB-C? Of course, I'm excited for. One of the reasons why I was not always a big adopter of Apple was I was never very excited about having to be in that whole little Apple extra ecosystem for every little thing you wanted to do. And now by having everything just be the same generic standard as what you find on Android and everything else, I'm much more excited for all this new Apple integrations. And I hope that you guys are too. So far this video, I'm glad that you can see kind of the hardware in action and how it all runs and the smoothness. This is kind of all in a row, so I haven't done any cuts to this footage or anything like this. You can get an idea of where there might be frame dips or frame drops, that type of thing. But from what I can tell, the overall experience has been very smooth. It certainly seems to me that it's staying either at 60 FPS or close to 60 FPS pretty much the entire time, and that helps keep everything really snappy, especially when you get to the action scenes and you got to take on those zombies, whether you're aiming for the head or you're trying to block and get them with the knife, whatever you need to do. The smoother frame rate certainly is going to help out. Portable gaming has always kind of interested me. I love playing like my gacha games and that type of thing on portable too. But even things like the Switch games, it's very nice to see the Phoenix Wright series. At one point they came to iOS. Now we have all the new HD ports that have been coming out there. They've been releasing them on Switch and PC and various other platforms. As promised, I am going to talk to you a bit about the Apollo Justice trilogy as well. I got to record some footage of that one so that you can get an idea of the nice HD upscale compared to what we used to have. Anyway, guys, one more time, we're getting near to the end of kind of this demonstration, but please let me know what you guys think about Resident Evil Village on iPad. I hope that you guys will try it out, especially those of you that like to early adopt and be early adopters on the latest hardware. I know that people are very excited, especially for this iPad 15. Honestly, even I'm a little bit excited. I had a nice tablet a while back, but I'm kind of in the market to replace that one, and this might be something I got my eyes on. Nice little way to get some work and some play done. This is where shit gets real. There's no other way to describe it. Shit gets real right around this point of the game, everybody. See what I mean? Anyway, make sure to try out Resident Evil. Oh my god! Goodbye to that guy. Make sure to check out Resident Evil Village, everybody, if you happen to get that iPad 15. And if not, check it out on the other platforms. It's been a great experience on PC. It was great when it first came out on PS5. And I love the almost post-apocalyptic horror stories that they like to tell. They're really very fun. This part's so crazy. Watch this. Ugh. There's blood everywhere. Guy's just knocked out. Oh yeah, I should have mentioned this at the start, by the way. Unfortunately, I didn't have a way to direct capture the audio for you guys. I wish I could have, so that you can have an idea of the fidelity of the audio. But from what I can tell, it sounded excellent to me. It sounded if very close to the quality that you're going to find on your PC or your console platform. So I think you're going to expect a good sound effect and music experience to go alongside the gameplay. If I had to compare this to what we see on Nintendo Switch lately, this extremely favorable. This looks really great. This looks to me probably better than what you'll see on Switch nowadays. So well done to iPad, well done to Capcom and the Capcom for putting this together. Oh god, it's the part, guys. No, my hand, no. Oh. So crazy. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. As always, make sure to leave a comment. I'm going to try to put up some of the footage next of Aki if I can. I'm sorry if it won't be that impressive to some of you guys, are the high-end guys, but I hope that it will at least give you an idea of some of the things that the character can do and all that good stuff. Thanks as always for your support, everybody. I really love you guys. Thanks for supporting us here at Team Spooky. Thank you to Capcom once again for inviting me to the private little Tokyo Game Show demo event to check. Oh my god. These zombies don't die easily. Thank you for sending us to check out the demo event, guys. And I'll see you all soon. Make sure to check out this Resident Evil Village on iPad if you are interested. Oh, man. I hate that these zombies just don't die, by the way. You got to really either block and do something to them, or you got to headshot them like 5 times. Look at this. Ah! All right, guys, I'm getting eaten up. I'll see you later. Bye bye.